Hi guys, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to be painting, lettering on a sign. It's easy to do, it's really accessible, and you do not need a Cricut to be able to get those fantastic Christmas and farmhouse signs. So I've got two here. We're going to do this one that says Let It Snow and Merry Christmas. So I just found an image I liked online and I printed it out to the size I needed. So you can see with this, I already buffalo platted the background. If you've watched some of my other videos, I've gone a little buffalo plaid crazy. It's hard to say. And so now we're going to use this. So all you do is print your letters, cut them out to the size you want, and then we're going to place them and just use a little bit of painter's tape. Okay, and then we're going to use graphite paper or carbon paper to transfer the image. So where mine is black and white, I may have to do it twice. So all you do is put the carbon paper under, take a pencil, and just trace around the image. You want to do this carefully. The neater you're tracing, the better your letters are going to look. This is an easy way to get that great farmhouse look without having to buy a Cricut. And this way it's all hand painted. I don't have a Cricut myself. They look like they're a great little tool. But at the end of the day, it is a stencil that you're putting on. This is hand painted. It's going to be one of a kind. And I'm telling you, these are so easy to do, and it gives you a lot of freedom. I've been painting for many years, and lettering was always one of those things. So there, you can see it. You can see quite well. I missed the circle in the E. So that's why you tape it. So you can take a look and go back in. And as well, I noticed my Y is under the tape. So we're just going to pull it off and finish it. Okay, so that's the Merry. So we'll take that off now. And the Christmas, I'm just going to get it lined up. And just trace it out again. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to do the Merry Christmas, and that is a skinnier font, a narrower font. So a really simple way to do this is to use a dotting tool. So I'm going to show you two different ways. So one with paintbrushes, I'll use it on the Let It Snow, and this is a dotting tool. Mine's well used. It's basically, a wooden stick with a little metal rod with a dot on the end. But it allows you to really control the paint. So you just want to, I'm just using the lid, and you just want to go in and grab some and place it down and just carefully start spreading it within the letters. Now, this is going to take at least 2 coats. It might even take 3. So we're not trying to get this done in one. So you can see I'm just pulling the paint. And I got a bit of a drip there. I will clean that up after it's dry. being able to paint your own letters gives you so much freedom to be able to do the projects that you want. And it's so easy, and you could basically use any surface and any paint, really. This is just an acrylic. I find for the thinner lettering, the dotting tool is great to use. When it's a bit thicker, you can use your brush. So it's really just like coloring in the lines here at this point. I really hope you try it. It's I find it really relaxing. I love to paint though. I think I'll leave it there and let that dry, and I'll move on to the Let It Snow and show you the different method. So with this one, we're going to use a brush. So it's a little different, so it'd be a little more challenging. So again, you're just going to start by filling in the spaces. And when you put paint on a brush, it generally wants to roll to the outside edge. So you want to use that roll to your advantage and push that along the edge. And I'm just going to turn this around to get to this edge. And so you can see that my brush is putting on less paint than the dotting tool did. So this one will definitely take probably 3 coats with the brush. So it's the same idea, basically just filling in the lines. And using a brush would definitely be more challenging if you had really fine print. That's where the dotting tool really does give you more freedom. So you may want to consider that. You may want to try the project first if you've never done one before. Try it with the dotting tool and then move on to the brush. And this doesn't have to be perfect on the first coat. We're going to have a couple chances to clean it up. Okay, so now we're going to do the second coat, and I'm going to start with the one that I used with the dotting tool, and overall I'm pretty happy with the coverage. So all I'm going to do is basically clean up some lines. And if I see a spot where it's a little thin, I'll add some more in. So we'll let that one dry. And we'll move on to this one with the paintbrush again. So again, just dip into some paint. And we're going to start building this one up. Now, I will not be surprised if this one takes 3 coats. And again with this one, if you're having trouble with the edges, you're not quite happy with them, you could always go in with the dotting tool to clean some of those up as well. Okay, so now we're going to finish these off. They took 2 coats and the Let It Snow took 3. Now we're just going to go in and erase our trace lines if any of them are showing. Now you want to make sure your paint is good and dry when you do this. Mine dried overnight. Okay, and now we'll work on the Merry Christmas one first. So now we're going to do a few highlights. Simple to do. So we're just going to need some white paint and our dotting tool again. So you're going to take some paint and you're going to put it down and then drag it down. Fresh dot of paint, put it down, drag it down. Now generally when you do highlights, they're all going to be on the same side. So the same would hold true for shadows. They should all be on the same side because the light source should be all coming together. I find it gives it just a nice finishing touch. And you can do too much. It's tempting to just keep going with them, but I think that's good for that one. So for the Let It Snow, we could do it this way, but I also have another technique that I wanted to show you. You could get a paint pen. So this is just one I got from Michael's. It's white. So it's the same theory. Just maybe a little easier. You have a bit more control. So it's really whatever you prefer. It just adds a little something. All right. So there we go. And so that's it. All I have left to do is I'm going to put some glossy Mod Podge over the letters to give them a bit of shine and then frame them up and I'll show you the finished product.